seen it with a class, and you've seen the interaction, you've seen the potential there, but I'm sure you must have questions as we're going through, things that I haven't mentioned to you yet.
Yeah, just a few questions. What age group would you best use this for?
Best used would be about a year 5, 6 or 7, because they've got the time in the primary school to spend time on this. Lower than year 5 would be a bit tricky because they don't have the vocal skill, the oral skills and so on. And after that, when you get up to the high school, secondary school, it could be more specific. If you looked at things like in an S&E class, you could look at supply and demand, or you could use this in an English class for specific skills that you're looking at. But definitely in a year 5, 6 and 7 in a primary school would be the main area.
And it can be integrated across different learning areas as well?
Yes, this is integrated, and the planning for each of these, I mean, you haven't seen the planning, but the planning for the shopping centre, the planning sheet for that looks like this. This is the planning sheet for it, which comes with it, obviously. And what we've looked at, we've focused on, instead of focusing on curriculum areas, we focused on skills. So we're looking at research skills, written skills, oral skills, thinking skills, and then other skills.
Right.
And within that are built in your S&E, your science, your English, everything except maths. So the research side of maths is there, but no other maths. Maths, you're still going to have to do yourself. Okay.
Also, I know the board was quite easy to access, but what about the worksheets and the planning documents? Are they easy to access as well?
Absolutely. Let me get to if I can, I'll close this. This is the game. By the way, you can save your changes. So as you're going through, you can save each change so that you can always come back to that part, so that you don't have to worry about things being moved. You can always come back to where you were the last time you had the session.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's great. So save changes. I'm not going to save changes here, so we'll say no. We come back to our main page where we start, our welcome page. Remember, you've got your diary. There we play the game. And here we access the worksheets. So on the side here are the links to all the worksheets and the ideas that we have. There's planning ideas for teachers. The rules are there. There's an overview of how the game works, all the thinking strategies that you can use with your class. And then we have investigating the occupations, investigating projects, and the project worksheets. So if I open the project worksheets, here's the shopping centre here, and these are all the worksheets that go with the shopping centre. So one of the things that we did was looked at visiting the shopping centre, and this will come up now, and all of these, by the way, are really easily accessible, as you see. So,
do I need to be linked to the internet in order to access these
no,
sheets?
not at all. They just come up as web pages because that was the easiest way to design them and the easiest way for most people to run them. You don't have to. So if you just download this onto your computer, you just need to open the welcome file and the rest will come up.
Okay.
So here's your visit to the shopping centre, and this is the shopping centre worksheet that the first group that I was talking about, and there are 5 of these. And you can edit these as you like. They come up as Microsoft Word. If you want to add something in, stick it in. You want to take something out, you take it out. You change it exactly as you please.
So that means I can adapt it to cater for the different needs and I don't need to worry about copyright?
Not at all. And so if you're differentiating it in your classroom, you can do exactly how you please with that. Okay.
Probably another really big question is, if I make a mistake on the board or in any of the worksheets or things like that, is it easy to fix the mistakes? Well,
the big thing a lot of people are worried about with this is that they might make a mistake. It doesn't matter. If you forget to put it on the housing estates, that doesn't matter. Next time put on 4. If you forget to move something or you only take 2 votes, it doesn't matter. The students are learning what they're doing. The game is just a mode towards that. It's really not going to make any difference. So if you forget to do something, or if you do something, there's no right order. You just go with the flow. It's dynamic. They're going to learn in spite of you.
Okay, and going back to the board game, if we can, if one of the students offers a suggestion that's actually not on the board game, such as like a fishing complex or something down near the lake, can that be added?
Yeah, you can add anything. And the beauty of that is if a student makes a suggestion, they want it. So they'll do it. And it's funny that you should say fishing complex, because one of the games that we played with this, the student didn't want to participate. And when I spoke to him, I said, what's the problem? He said, he wants to be a fisherman, but you don't have a fisherman in this. So I said, well, if you want to be a fisherman, you can be a fisherman. We'll give you a job as a fisherman, but I don't have any information that goes with it. I said, so if you're going to have to do your own job description, And he said, no problem. And he came back the next day with this amazing job description, which normally he wouldn't have done half that amount of work. But because he suggested and he wanted it, he put it in.
So how would you put that on the board then?
No, I would just create that as a job for fishing. Yes. But if sometimes, like for example, the hydroelectric dam, they don't want a hydroelectric dam, they want a wind farm. Then you just say, okay, fine, we'll have the hydroelectric dam on here, but we know that it's a wind farm. So you don't have to place it on the river, place it where you like, we'll call it a wind farm, and we'll just work with it as a wind farm. Oh, you just adapt it.
Yeah. Yep. Brilliant. I think that's all the questions I had. You've really covered it all, I think, and I think it's a great resource that can be catered for so many different needs.
Are you going to try it?
I am definitely going to try it.
Well, that's good. I'd love to see what happens.
Oh, well, I'll report back.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Cheers.